So I'm in here in the Montreal Audio Fest with the grand guru of Elipson right now.
Yeah.
So can you talk to me a little bit?
So my name is Vincent Laigle. So I'm coming from France during the show to be with our distributor Jameson, which is presenting our Elipson brands on different places in the show. So we have several booths where you can find the product. So here we have, let's say, the entry level of Elipson for hi-fi, but also for a small home theater system. And in some other place we have more the high-end and some vintage speaker, a range called Heritage that we started 3-4 years ago. And this year we are presenting the latest model, which is a bookshelf, which I think has a good success.
Oh, that's great. But I don't know much about the Elipson brand. So can you talk to me a little bit about that brand?
Yeah, so in fact Elipson is a really famous French brand in France because it was the oldest French speaker brand, created in 1938. And so it was really famous in the 70s, 80s, 90s in France. After, the only thing is that they really stay French. They didn't sell outside France, so that's why in some countries the brand is not really famous yet. Then we took over the brand with our group in 2008, and since this time we tried to relaunch the brand through different range of products. So we have more and more products. So when we start in 2008, 2010 with some new product, we came with a spherical shaped speaker called Planet L and Planet M medium. Why? Because Elipson is famous for the round shape, So the creator of the brand has made a lot of work around this shape, because for him, and it's true, this is the best shape for the mid-range frequency, So we thought that it was great to relaunch the brand through this shape, what we've done, and it was really successful because it was good in terms of sound, but also really stylish product. So we succeed really quickly to arrive in many countries. So in Asia, in all the European countries, in South America, and also North America. So it was really the first range we reintroduced during 3-4 years. Okay. And then since 2005 we say, okay, we should come back also to more traditional shape, square box, because if you don't have a square box, you are not considered as an hi-fi brand, So that's why we came back with a range called Prestige. So Prestige is not present on the show. It's higher price and higher level of quality than Horus, okay? And it's really our most successful range of product today, So the idea with Prestige or the rest of the range we have, it's really to keep an affordable price, We don't want to overprice the product, so we always keep a reasonable price for a good sound quality. Okay,
but these are really small right now. Is it aimed towards hi-fi enthusiasts? Is it aimed toward entire room? What is your market right now?
So these are small, but in fact the market is even for people who are entering in hi-fi, People who are entering in hi-fi and people who don't want to spend too much money, They can get a really nice product, for really a low price, And the feedback we have, for example, when we are participating to some show, it's quite interesting because we are making some demo either on stereo or either on a home theater configuration. And some people, when they leave the room, they say, why we spend more, for the product. And it's true that no need to spend too much to have a good sound at home. So,
but then you still have a good amplifier and you still have something. So do you need something that big actually
No, you are not obliged to get this range of amplifier. You can also start with a budget-wise cheaper product.
But if you go with something higher, then it will also deliver.
Yeah, of course it will improve. Yeah.
That's awesome. And do you have other kind of loudspeaker that you actually have? So you talked to me a little bit about an integrated range.
Yes. So the direction we took since few years, it's what I told you. First, we want to go to hi-fi, to really know that for people.
These are worthwhile.
Yes, in order that people know that we are an hi-fi brand, you know, because Elipson has developed a lot of patents, you know, in the 70s, 80s, that all the main brands today are using the Elipson patents, which were developed 50 years ago, you know, but people don't know, but it's a fact. So we want to go in this direction with hi-fi because it's important, but also to integration.
But then my main concern here is everyone can actually listen to those because we are in the show. But people that are not in the show, where can they actually listen to those?
So I'm PY, the sales rep of Elipson for Jameson in Quebec. So right now you can take this speaker at Augusson, the magazine Augusson. You have also Environnement Électronique. They can have the speaker in stock.
And you can go to the distributor also.
You can also take with the distributor, and we can show you the way where to buy the stuff.
Awesome. So if I want to finish with one last question on those loudspeakers and actually the set that you currently have, what is the main differentiator between Elipson and all the other ones that you could have? Because there are many brands right now that you have, and you have a recognizable brand, of course. But I want to know what's the main difference in the sound and the quality and everything.
So let's say that the sound signature we try to get, you know, it's when you go to see some demo, you know, sometimes you say, wow, that's great, you know, there is a great impact thing like that. But after 20-30 minutes, you can get tired of this, you know. Okay. So our idea is to get a really smooth sound, really nice, that you feel great and not tired after 2-3 hours of listening music, you know. So this is the idea, you know, of what we try to develop, even on the entry-level product. So we try to keep the same idea. Then if you buy 1,000 Canadian dollar per speaker or 8,000 Canadian dollar, it will be the same spirit, of course, with better improvement on the high-end model. But this is the main thing here. And also one point which is really important: it's all the product we try also to keep the design. You know, we will never launch a product just because the sound is great. We need to get also a nice looking product, you know. So we think it's the DNA of Elipson, you know, it's to get the shape and to get also the sound, you know. Both are together. Here on this range called Horus, you have 3 finish, you know. So you have a clear oak with cream on the front. You have the walnut with a gray color on the front. And we have a third color which is not here, which is a black carbon on the front and a black on the side, you know. And after this range, so it's coming with a bookshelf, okay, called 6B, Horus 6B. Then you have the 11F, which is the floor stand. You have the 10C, which is the central speaker. And you have also a subwoofer, the Sub 8. And we have a new one just arriving this month, which is an Atmos speaker that you put on top of the floor stand, you know, so it matches perfectly the floor stand.
That would be good for me.
Yeah, for the home theater. So you can use with the Atmos configuration. You know, we are Dolby certified. Or you can also fix on the wall. You have a switch at the back to switch as a surround. You know, so you can use. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for answering the questions, and I cannot wait to actually listen to them more because they're really, really great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.